Hey, okay, another video on my real estate dream. So right now I'm in the process of putting together my application for a real estate license here in California. Um, Passed the exam already. You can see that in the other videos. And right now I've got to submit my license application. Now, because of my criminal history, I've got to put together some letters of recommendation and some documentation explaining my situation. Because usually a person with a felony record is not allowed to sell real estate. They're not allowed to have a real estate license. But I believe because of my situation, I deserve one. So I'm in the process of doing that. I have 52 weeks to submit the application from the date that I passed the examination. So I have some time before I need to submit it. But I've been making inquiries with people and doing my research about letters of recommendation. I have a number of them together already. It hasn't been easy. It's been a little bit stressful. It hasn't been perfect, but I'm farther along and closer to a license than I thought that I would be. So I feel pretty good about it. Now with the actual application, usually for a person with felony record, they're denied a license, and then they're given the opportunity to go to a hearing to explain their criminal record and why they should be granted a license. So what I'm doing, which is a little bit out of the ordinary, I think, but intelligent and preemptive, is I'm submitting the documents that I would submit at that hearing with my initial application. So the DRE, the California Department of Real Estate, will already have most of the documentation that I would have brought to the hearing, the denial hearing, when they first received my application. So that's my idea. So if I am denied, they'll already have all the documentation, and then I would probably just go and orally explain myself to them. In addition to bringing any further documents that I might acquire along the way in the intervening time between submission and then the hearing. So that's my thinking right now. That's my plan, my strategy with the real estate exam and the application and obtaining a license. So beyond that, the salesperson exam has been really phenomenal for me because it's given me more confidence for things like going back and trying the LSAT again. Or maybe even trying the GRE if I'd like to do that, and going to law school as well. It's given me a lot of confidence for that, and particularly the California bar examination, or the bar examination in any state. If I wanted to go try that, I've got a lot more confidence and a better strategy for the multiple choice sections on those bar examinations. Those shouldn't be too difficult for me. If I'm using flashcards for the bar examination and I'm using the same technique that I used for the real estate salesperson's exam, those multiple choice questions, the bar examination, they should not be too difficult for me to accomplish. So really the real estate exam has opened up a lot of doors for me as far as what I can think forwardly about. So it's been really great, and I always kind of knew that would be the case with the real estate exam. I always kind of knew, well, if I can do well on that exam, I can do well on other exams. So I think this basis of confidence with the real estate examination is a rational and rightful basis. It's not a diluted one. It's not an insane one. I think it's very rational. So that's my thinking nowadays. The last kind of thing that I wanted to share is a little bit of advice. And I don't have a license to sell real estate right now, but my advice for anybody that's looking to buy a home, particularly first-time home buyer, is if you have some time and you have a good schedule for it, take a California real estate principles class at a community college. Take one of those classes because that's going to give you more knowledge and competence on how to buy a home here in California and the whole home buying process, and also how to manage your home and the property and things like that. And that's really my advice, and I think it's good advice. I've kind of felt badly for a couple people that gotten into a home and not really had too good of an education in real estate. But a real estate principles course here in California is going to, it's going to prevent any sort of that uncertainty for the most part when it comes to home buying. So that's kind of my advice. Take it or leave it. But personally, with my experience, even if I wasn't trying to become a real estate agent, I don't think I'd be too interested in buying a home here without first taking at least one sort of college course in real estate. That's just me, though. So, not everybody's willing to go the extra mile to feel, that comfortable about the home buying process, but that's certainly how I'd go about it. So, anyways, that's what I have to say about my real estate dream right now. Thank you.